part of it is continuing to educate and using accurate information. It's often easy on social media for people to spread misinformation or sometimes just not tell the truth. And we see that happening sometimes with people who are trying to understand the Senate bills in particular, right? Senate bills 248 through 255. And people either misunderstand them or are making assumptions about them that really aren't in the language themselves. The other thing that has been really important for us to do is to make sure that it's understood that this is not just about helping low-income households be able to pay regularly, consistently, but it's also about being able to ensure that our local public water departments have all of the resources they need to operate, maintain, and again, deal with upgrades as needed. And if our water departments don't have that revenue, if they end up breaking down, then they're vulnerable to privatization or some other kind
Which
of
is never
takeover.
good.
And so that's a very real issue when you start looking at what it takes for local governments to operate and the budgets that they have to put together. So we're trying to encourage more of that kind of inward looking at the local government level and lessen really the blaming and shaming that's been going on for a lot of years about residents just won't pay their bills or they want free water, and really breaking down the myths from the facts, right? And so we're going to work on doing better about that. We also want to encourage people to continually contact your state representative. We hear from them regularly that it matters when people are contacting. It gives them a pulse of what those concerns are for residents. And especially when people are willing to tell their own stories, or if they feel
So
like,
important.
they're not comfortable telling that story, you can even do things anonymously. You can send a note, to their online email, or you can write a letter, or you can at least tell a story for someone else that you know and let them know, they weren't comfortable saying for themselves, but I need you to know what's happening in people's lives. That kind of storytelling helps as well. It also really helps if people are connecting, right, with their local community action agency or United Way. And again, letting them know we need you to find ways to get more resources, right? Because the need is greater than what you believe. Encouraging people to fill out those applications, making sure that everyone gets what they're eligible for and not letting funds sit. But we know that the need is greater than what the resources are. So those are two of the ways there. But people can also use their social media accounts, right? To contact their state reps or contact their local officials and keep reminding them, keep making this a hot button issue. Don't let it be something that fades away, because there's so many things that are competing for people's attention, right? But if we keep this up there as a top level issue, then we keep getting the visibility that it needs.